This chart outlines the second greatest banking collapse in modern history, Silicon Valley Bank. However, 2 weeks prior to the collapse, they published something very peculiar in their financial statements that hit a ticking time bomb in plain sight. If we pull up the filing and scroll down to their financial statements, we come across their balance sheet. But take a look right here. Believe it or not, this single line item was responsible for evaporating $1.5 trillion of market value in under a week. Notice two things. Officially, $91.3 billion is the recorded balance of held-to-maturity investments, but hidden over here is a completely different figure, $76.2 billion. Why is there a $15.1 billion discrepancy? You see, in order to answer this, we need to dissect their oddly structured loan portfolio. But first, for some much needed context, let's go over how the balance sheet of a standard bank is structured. Here we have three main accounts: assets, liabilities, and equity. Let's say there's $10 billion of assets initially made up of cash, $9 billion of which is cash that people like you deposit into your bank accounts. So let's offset this $9 billion of cash with $9 billion of deposit liabilities. Now the bank will take $9 billion of your deposits and lend it out to earn some interest income. This remaining $1 billion of cash is equity, which acts as a safety net that plays an important role later on in our story. For now, all you need to understand is that we have $9 of loans for every $1 of equity net worth. Keep this in mind as we jump to their loan portfolio on page 66 of their annual report. Let's zoom in on this section right here. Notice this $86 billion line item with a weighted average interest rate of 1.63%. This is the ticking time bomb, and here's why. Let's say I gave you $1 million to invest in the following two options. You have A loans and B loans. For every $100 of A loans you buy, you'll get $2 a year in interest. However, for every $100 of B loans you buy, you'll get $4 a year in interest. You're a smart person, so you'd be inclined to use your $1 million to buy 10,000 B loans and earn $40,000 a year in interest, or a 4% rate of return. But then something changes. Let's say the owner of A loans really needs cash, so to entice you to purchase these loans from them, they discount them from $100 to $50. Every $50 invested provides the same $2 a year of yearly interest, but due to the cheaper price, this increases to a 4% rate of return. A loans are now competitive with the new discounted price. Keep this in mind as we go back to our story. From 2021 to 2023, interest rates soared from 1.8% to 3.9%, but because SVBC's loan portfolio had a weighted average interest rate of 1.63%, these loans would need to be sold at a discount to be competitive with the prevailing 3.9% market rate in early 2023. This explains the discrepancy between the misleading held-to-maturity $91 billion account and the hidden $76 billion fair market value. At this point, all it would take is a tiny spark to set this ticking time bomb off. And in early March of 2023, there was a spark. Depositors began to worry about the bank's financial condition and started to withdraw their money by the truckload. Panic ensued as SVBC scrambled to find a source of cash immediately, but the only assets they had was a portfolio of discounted loans. And on March 10, 2023, their equity evaporated and their time was up. If you enjoyed the video, follow and read the description.